This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, for some time we'll just do the revision part and then again we'll start off with the class. Okay, now MS Office, it's a product of Microsoft, right? Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
So it's a product of Microsoft. So what are the components you have in MS Office? You have Word, Excel, PowerPoint, Access. So these are the components, or you can call it as utilities. So Excel is for workbook. So default when you open the workbook, it will be displayed as what? Book 1. I'm
Book
not
one.
saved the file, right? If I save the file, that file will appear there. File name will appear. So Excel is for workbook. In one workbook, you will have one sheet or you may have three sheets. You can extend up to how many sheets?
255.
255 sheets. Now, MS Office, it works on which operating system? You people know on which operating system you're working? You know on which operating system you're working? Yes or no?
No, ma'am.
So you're working on Windows operating system, no ma? So Windows operating system, it is a event driven programming. So nothing happens until event occurs, right? Unless until I don't click, it's not going to show you the content, right? It's a event driven.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
if I want to check which operating system, because you're already working on Windows application, okay? So if you want to know about your operating system, you can go. So on your desktop, you may have, so you can go for this file manager. So in file manager, so you'll have this PC or my computer or this computer or this PC. Okay. You right click on this, go to the properties. Here it's going to show you the name of the operating system. You're working on which operating system? Here it is showing you Windows 8. It is showing you the processor name and it is showing you the RAM capacity. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, if you want to know what is your hard disk capacity, so it is the same procedure. So go to this file manager and you go to this file explorer. In file explorer, you will get this PC or my PC or my computer. It will show you. If you right click, it will show you the operating system name, processor name, RAM capacity. If you want to know about your hard disk, if you click on this PC, it will show you what are the drives available. Here in this case, I have C and D drive. So if I click on the C drive and then right click, go to the properties. Here it will show you what is the total hard disk capacity. It is 238 GB. Your hard disk capacity is 238 GB. In that, how much memory you have used and how much memory is still left over. So it's going to show you the details here. So you need not come here only. Here only it will show you. See, here only it is showing you. 238 GB is your hard disk. So how much GB is free. But if you want to know how much you have used, you can right click, then go to the properties. So here it will show you with the chart. Is that clear?
Yes, ma'am.
So you should know which operating system you are working. Okay. So Excel is for workbook. So default workbook name will be book 1. Whatever name that you give, that file name will appear here. It will be replaced instead of book 1. Whatever file name you assign, that will appear here. So what is the extension when you save your file in Excel? What is the extension it will be saved when you save your files in Excel?
Ma'am,
What
it's
is the
dot
extension?
XLSX.
XLSX. Okay. Now you can see here you have a status bar here. Now the cell is ready. If I type anything here, so you can observe here. So next thing you have to press enter to accept the content. If I want to edit the cell content, what I have to do? How can I edit the cell content?
Ma'am, select that cell and then in function bar you can edit it.
In the formula bar,
You
you
can
can
edit.
edit. If not, double click in that
From
cell. You can double click to edit the cell content. If not,
yes.
you can press function key F2. Function key F2 allows you to edit the cell content. Clear? So function key F2, or you can mouse click and you can edit the cell content. Now, whenever row and column intersect each other, what it is called? Whenever row and column intersect each other, it is called as what?
Table.
Hmm? Cell. Whenever the row and column intersect each other, it is called as a cell. This is your cell, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Whenever row and column intersect each other, it will be called as a cell. Which is your default cell? Which is your
A1.
active cell? A1.
A1.
So only one cell can be active at a time. Only in the active cell you can accept the text or the value. So in your Excel, in your spreadsheet, so what all you can store? You can store the database. You can insert a chart. You can have
Pictures.
values,
Yeah.
pictures, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am.
Hmm. So what is the column width?
8.43 or 8.11.
Okay. So how do I attach a note to my cell?
Select the
Right.
cell,
Ah,
review, or either you can click on the review tab and add a comment, or
ah,
on the cell you can do a right click and add comment.
okay. So I can add a comment here. So whenever the mouse pointer comes across that cell, it's going to show you. So this is called as your cell tip. What? Cell tip.
Self-tip.
Huh. So you can see that red color mark. So,
Yes,
uh, so you can see a red color mark there. So it is called as your cell tip. So you can attach a note or a comment to a cell. Now, how do I arrange the data in ascending or descending order?
Select the data.
first need to
Mm.
select the data, and then
Mm.
in home tab editing column, sort and filter.
So you will be selecting sort. So it will arrange the data in ascending or descending order. If not, one more method you have. How do you sort? From home tab also I can do it. Otherwise, I can go to data tab, right? In data tab also you have sort. You can sort your column value in ascending or in descending order. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So which tab allows you to give validation? Which tab allows you to include validation for your column?
Data tab, ma'am.
In data tab, what you have?
Under data tools.
Under data tab, I have data
Data
tools. In that
validation.
you have data validation. So you can restrict the user by setting the condition so that user should accept only the records based on the condition specified. If you assign any other value, it has to pop up a error message. Okay. So data validation can be given for your column in your database. You can restrict the user by not entering other values based on whatever condition that you have specified. So in Excel, you can protect what you can protect.
You can protect our workbook as well as worksheet.
You can protect the workbook as well as your worksheet. Now, if I want to rearrange my data, I want to convert my column data to row wise. What I'll do? Yesterday I showed you, no?
Transpose, ma'am.
Transpose. If you have column data, it can be changed to row, or row data can be changed to converted to column. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, if I have a heading, if I want that heading to be displayed for 3 columns, in that case, what you're going to do? I
We
want that.
select that. We select the cells, and then in home tab, merge and center.
So you want your heading to be merged for 3 columns. So you can use this command, that is merge and center. So when I type anything in the cell, where does it appear?
In the
Formula bar.
formula.
So you can see it in your cell as well as in your formula bar. So in spreadsheet, you have spreadsheet contains what? Your row and column headings. Your rows are number head and your columns are alphabet head. So how do I go to the last row and how many rows are there?
Ma'am, to go to the last row, it's control plus down arrow.
Okay. So how many
And
rows
there
are there?
are 10,48,576.
If I want to go to the first row or the
Control
first
plus
cell,
up arrow.
okay. So columns are alphabet head. So it commences from A. So I can go to the last column by navigating what?
Control plus control plus right arrow.
So you can go to the last column, that is XFD column. Again, control left arrow, you
Right.
can come back to the first cell. So what is the shortcut key for cut, copy, paste?
For cut, it is control X. For copy, it's control
When you cut, where the content will be stored?
in the clipboard.
Okay. So paste means
Paste is like the cut content will be pasted, or the copied content will be pasted.
what happens if you go for cut or copy? Cut means it is totally moved.
In
Copy
case of
means it.
cut, the data will completely be disappeared from the place you had actually written. While in
Hmm,
copy, the content stays at that place as well as you can relocate it to another place as well.
So you want the same content in two different locations, make use of copy. Okay. So unless you don't click on cut or copy, paste option will be inactive. Then I had told you, have you tried out with difference between paste and paste special? Have you worked on paste and paste special?
Yes, ma'am.
So when you're pasting, it will directly paste the content what is present in the clipboard into the cell which is active in that location onwards. Okay. So if you go for paste special, whether you want the data to have a link or whether you want to paste only values, paste only the formatting, paste only values, it should not treat the formula cell should be treated as value. So all those things can be selected by going to paste special. So how do I display the current date?
Is equal to today.
So I can display the current date. So in which format it will be displayed?
The month, the date, and the year.
Okay. So if I want to see the time, you have a shortcut key, control shift semicolon. It will show you the current time. If you want to know only the current time, it is control shift semicolon.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Hmm. Tell me, ma.
Ma'am, can you please tell how we can change the date?
I'll show you. This you got it. Control Shift semicolon. You got the current time.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, if you want to have different, so in this cell, I'll type the date. First, I'll type the month, then I'll type the date, and then I'll type the year. I'll go to the cell, drag it. Okay. Now I want to display it in different format. You should type the date here. Okay. Don't use the date function. You type the date in the cell, then drag it. Your dates are generated. Now I'll using fill hand, I'll just drag it. So same dates are copied. Now I want this to be displayed in different format. Select this range in the home tab. You go for this date. Okay. There you go for more number formats. So there you have date. Here you have category is date, type. You can select the format, in which format you want to display your date. Whether I want to display in this format, again select it, go here, more number format, category is date, type. Whether you want to display only the date and month, again select it, date, more number format. So you can select it in whichever format you wanted. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So if I want to replace the text, so you have find and replace option, right? So what is the shortcut key for replacing the text? I can press Control H. So find what is NICT. So in that place, I can replace with. So I want to replace that with hello. Okay. So Control H, you can go for replace. Have you gone through the shortcut keys what I have given?
Yes,
Yes, ma'am.
ma'am.
So what are the default what is the orientations you have? Orientation. Not heard about it. Hmm? Not heard about orientation.
No, ma'am.
No. I have told you
Ma'am,
about page layout. No.
orientation. Oh, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Huh?
yes, ma'am.
When you're taking the printout, huh?
Yes,
So
yes,
you
ma'am. Yes,
have
ma'am. That's all.
orientation. Which are the default orientation? Which is the default orientation?
Uh,
Hmm?
portrait, ma'am. Portrait.
Hmm.
And you have to
So you can
landscape
change
and
that to
portrait.
landscape or portrait. Okay.
Yes, yes, ma'am.
Hmm. So people are not active, not practicing. Uh, so always your formula should commence with
Equal to.
equal sign. Okay. So which is the function? Which are the auto sum functions you have?
Could you repeat, ma'am?
Which are your auto sum functions? You have auto sum functions, right? Where you have auto sum function?
Ma'am, in the home tab, editing column, auto sum.
Mm. So which are the auto sum functions you have?
Sum, average.
Sum. You can find the sum of the value. So average, count, maximum, minimum. If I want to know in my database how many records are there, which function I use? Which function I use to know the records present in my database? How many records I
Maximum.
have? I want to know how many records I have in my database. Which function I will use?
Count.
Count. If I want to know the highest value,
Maximum min.
Max.
hmm,
Maximum.
smallest value.
Minimum.
Minimum min.
Hmm. So sum will, what sum function will perform?
It will add up the cells that's selected.
So
Add
it
up the
will
values of
add the range of cells and display the total value. Okay. So range, how do you specify? Assume that I have value from A2 to A6. How do I enter the range?
it is A2 is to A6.
TO2.
No, the colon.
Okay. Any doubts you have?
No, ma'am.
How about my assignments? If you don't submit your assignments, if you don't do your assignments, hmm,
Mom, where do we have to submit?
if you have done today, fine. Or when you're going to submit, let me know.
Mom, can we sub?
Can you?
Mom,
Can we
after
submit
CIE, can we
after the
submit?
CIS?
Ma'am, can we?
Huh?
Can we
Ma'am, after
submit
the
after the
exams.
CIS?
After the exams, when is your exam completing?
Ma'am,
The
second
2nd of
September.
September.
Okay, so now tomorrow it's holiday. Saturday again you don't have a class. So next class will be
On 4th.
4th. Huh?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, okay. So
Ma'am,
what
how do we submit the assignments?
you send it to the
You
group
send
only, ma.
that to
I'll
me.
just
Okay.
send it to the group only. I will check it out.
Ma'am,
Okay.
marks will be allotted for assignments.
Yes, ma. 40 marks is your assignment. 60 marks is your online, or it might be Means I'll be checking whatever you have done based on the assignments what I have given. I should also understand, no, whether you have understood, you have not understood. Hmm? So which function counts the blank cells? Hmm? Which function counts the blank cells?
Ma'am,
Not
is
worked on
blank.
functions. Huh?
Blank.
Count blank.
Yes,
I
ma'am.
had taught you, right?
Yes, ma'am, under formula statistics.
Okay. So which commands I frequently use? What is that bar called? Hmm? Which are the frequently used commands and where it will be appearing? Which are the commands we frequently use? We keep saving the changes to the file. We delete, we recover it back, or we want to again remove it. Those commands are present where?
Title bar, save,
So you
redo,
don't,
undo.
sorry. So this is called as your quick access toolbar. You know the screen elements I had told you last time also. This is your quick access toolbar. This is your title bar. It shows the name of the application. Default workbook will have one workbook. In that workbook, you have one sheet or three sheets. Sheet is not a page. Sheet consists of a number of pages. And you have a ribbon. It's a command center. It includes tabs, groups, commands. I told you how to activate the swatches. Hmm? Work area, row and column heading. What are the different types of views you have? I've told you that also, right? Different types of views.
Yes, ma'am. It is normal view, page
Hmm.
break, preview, and page layout.
You'll be in which
Uh,
preview always?
It's regularly in normal view.
Normal. So page layout, what you can do? You can include the header and footer.
Yes, ma'am. In page layout,
Ah,
we get an option to add a title and a conclusion in the end.
Then page break.
Page break, it divides the entire sheet into pages.
So I can default you may have 42 rows or something in one page. You can increase or decrease it, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am.
Mm. So so which function will give you the length of the entered word? I want to know the length of my name. Which function can I use?
Len, len function.
Len function. What is the difference between max and large?
the maximum will show you the highest value, whereas largest, you can specify if you want the first largest or second largest, etc.
Oh, okay. So similarly, you have minimum and small function. So when you save what are the different types of charts you have? Have you worked on charts?
Yes,
Bar,
ma'am.
line.
So,
In charts, we have bar, line graph, pie chart.
mm. So
Then
in which I can make it into pieces, which chart helps me to make it into pieces and combine it once again.
scattered.
Pie chart. In pie chart, I can break it, combine it once again, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am.
Hmm. So if I want to capitalize each and every word, which function can I use? Hmm?
Can you repeat?
So I have first name, middle name, last name, but I have typed that into uppercase or lowercase. But I want to use a function. Each and every word, first character should be capitalized. Which function can I use?
Uppercase function.
I have my text in uppercase. I have my name in uppercase. I want my name. I have first name, middle name, last name. My name consists of first name, middle name, last name. But I have typed the whole thing in capital letters. But I want the output to be displayed. Each and every word, first letter should be capitalized. Which function can I use? You have proper function, right? I had told you.
Yes, ma'am.
Each and every word, first letter will be capitalized. Remaining characters will be in lowercase. Upper will convert the whole string to capital letters. Lower, it converts the whole string to lowercase. Concatenate, what it does? Concatenate function, what it does? Hmm? Concatenate function, what it does? You can combine
Ma'am,
one
it
or more.
combines the data.
You can combine the strings, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Mm. Okay. Any doubts you have from home tab? Okay, next under view, I had told you you have the switch window. I have opened more than one file. If I want to navigate between this file, either I can press Alt tab or I can go to view switch window. So I can toggle between the files. Okay, so I can switch between the windows. Either I can go to this file or book one. Okay, like this. So macro, it is the shortcut way of executing commands. Okay, so you have split, you have hide, freeze pane, arrange hmm? All these things have you worked out once at least? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Hmm. So if you have worked, then you should be knowing under which tab what all comes. So under data tab, you have sort, you have filter. What is the difference between filter and advanced filter? Hmm?
In advanced filter, you can give some criteria, ma'am.
Hmm. So filter, when you go for filter, based on your criteria, records are displayed and other records are hidden. I'm not able to see full database. So if I go for advanced filter, I'm able to see all the records. I have given the criteria in a new location. Based on my criteria, records has to be displayed in the new location. Text to column. Hmm?
It splits the words into different columns.
Hmm. It will split the sentence.
Yes.
Hmm.
Yes, ma'am.
Which are your logical functions? You have if, and, or. These are your logical functions, right? I've sent you the details. Have you
Yes,
not
ma'am.
gone through it?
We've
Hmm?
gone through it.
Hmm. Have you tried out with this assignment what I've sent using this uh, data validation? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
So for this, I have to give validation. So name column should not be entered. So you should select the name range. So for this rows, I want to give validation. So where you are going? How to give the validation? Hmm? So here I've given for the name column, you have to include the validation. So select the range, go to data, data validation. There under settings, you're selecting allow, you're selecting list. So you're typing the name. So you have Wilson, Lorenzo, Benedict, Hotsworth. So if you want to have a message, name, select the name from the list. You have stored the list of names. Among that, you can choose any one of them. So error, style is stop, title is error, error message, invalid name or invalid data, anything. So you can see the pop down there. So select the name from the list. So among these four names, you can choose any one of them. Okay. It can be repeated by using fill and you can drag it. But if you try to input any other name, it's going to show you the error message. Okay. Any doubts in this? So first thing is you know how to assign a validation. Next, using that, you have filled up all those many records, and then using data form, you can view the records belonging to Wilson. Now that how to do it, I'll show you. Have this database. Now if I want to view it in the form of form, what I'm going to do is I have to include here. So I'll go for this custom, go to this quick access toolbar, go for more commands. There you have all commands. Okay. Under all commands, you select form. Okay. Select form, add. So earlier in your quick access toolbar, you had only save, undo, redo. Now I have included form. So where you have to go? You go for this quick access toolbar. Okay. There you have to select all commands. Under all commands, you select form. You click on add. Okay. Then again click on OK. Now here it's going to show you the form. Okay. You can see your database in the form of form. Okay. Through this also I can add a new record. You can modify existing record. Unwanted can be deleted. Okay. Now I want to give condition means I can go to criteria. So I'll go for criteria. So I'll type my criteria is I'm typing the name. I'll type Wilson. I'll go for find next. So out of 19 records, third record is Wilson. If you want, go to find previous. First record is Wilson. Third record is Wilson. Sixth record is Wilson. 11th is Wilson. 16th is Wilson. Got it? Understood? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Please,
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
no doubts?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Okay. So same way criteria you can give for sales wherever the sales is above 2000, display only those details. If I give greater than 2000, so I can say find, remove this name. So I have given the condition in place of sales, find next. So wherever the records are above 2000, only those values are displayed. Find next or find previous. Any doubts? If you want to delete, you can delete that record. If you want to add a new record, you can click there, you can add. So if I say new, see automatically it has been added. Clear? If you add any record through the form, in turn it will get included in your worksheet. Any doubts?
No, ma'am.
Okay. If not, if you want to remove that data, go for that form. I can go to the last record. What you have added, you can delete it. It will get deleted, undo will not work. Clear? Okay, next you have filter. So I can go for this filter. I can select only Wilson record. Only Wilson details are displayed. So if I want to display all the records, select all. Okay, if you want to sort, you can go for sort. You can arrange the record in ascending order or descending order. If not, undo it, you can bring back. Next you have pivot table. See, we have tried with use data form to view records of Wilson or any other condition that you wanted, you can give. Filter all the records of Benedict and Horsforth for the month of May. So what I should do for the fourth question?
Select the data and choose filter advanced.
No, ma, you're using filter here. Filter all the records of Benedict and Horsworth for the month of May. I'm
Then
using
only
filter.
filter
I'm
your
not using
PSW.
advanced filter. Go for
Okay, ma'am.
name column. There you select Benedict and Horsworth. Now it is showing all the 3 months. In that, I want to
Yes.
see the details of only May month. Select May. Is that clear?
Yes, ma'am.
So if you want to remove the filter where you have applied, first go there, select all. Again go here, select all. Then you can remove the filter. Clear? Now I
Yes, ma'am.
want to use pivot table for this. So select the data, go to insert. You have pivot table. So the database what you have selected, that range is displayed. whether you want pivot table to be displayed in the same worksheet or in the new worksheet. So you can go for a new worksheet. So there, month wise summary total, salesman wise total you wanted. So how do I place the columns? So when you go for pivot table, you have filter, column, row, value. What I do in this
Yes,
case? What I should do?
ma'am.
Where should I place month or salesman wise? I want month wise summary total for each salesman. How do I place it? Hmm?
Ma'am,
Month wise. Hmm.
one.
Sales will come under value. Account will also come under values.
And month will come under columns. Names will come under rows.
Names under rows, month under column.
Sales
Then
and accounts in value.
you can have count or you can have go to value, change the function if you want. Okay. If you don't want both, so one you can replace it back. Okay. Any doubts in this? Hmm?
No,
Any
ma'am.
doubts you have in this? Hmm. So same way, this I have taught you in the previous session only using if condition.
Excuse me, ma'am. Ma'am,
Yes,
for the assignment, if I have not used the same data but I have done it with the other data, is it okay if I send that itself?
yeah, it's fine. But I wanted how you have worked on all these things. It might be data validation, it might be filter, advanced filter. So it's not that whatever example I've given, same thing. So there can be different data. Okay, on that data, so how you have worked out. Clear?
Okay, ma'am. Yes.
But you do this also. Along with that, if you do something, then both you have worked out. Okay, if you have time. If not, you can try it out with your data also.
Okay.
How do I assign the password to your workbook? Huh? Have you tried with custom list? You have worked on with custom list.
Yes, ma'am.
You got it. Custom list. One is you can go to custom list, include the names. One more is in the worksheet, you insert the data that can be included in your custom list by importing. Have you tried it out?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I want to do this in Excel. So first what I'll do, I'll type tax invoice. Then you can type the address. Now, so if you have 5 to 6 columns, select it. What I should do now? For the 6 cells, I want this heading to be centered.
Merge and center, ma'am.
Merge
Merge
and
and center.
center.
Merge and center. So again, select this, merge and center. You have to do it individually. So if you don't want the background color, I don't want that rows to
Background
appear.
white.
Background, you make it as white. Okay. So for this, if you want to include border, include the border. Again, for this, it is a separate border. Now, here you have bill to this much portion. Again, you are changing background to white. You can include the border. Okay. So I want this to be centered for these many cells. Merge and center. Align it to left. Make it bold. So like this, you have to try it out. You can do it by yourself now. You have understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
I want you people to try it out with the invoice. Okay. So calculation should be done by you. Okay. So you have to include these things: description of goods, HSN code, quantity, unit, rate, amount. So you are entering these details. So when it comes to amount equal to, you have to calculate, that is quantity and rate. That time it has to show you this output. Then total, these two, total value less 20%. How do you do 20% discount? You should know in which cell, what is the cell heading for this. If it is A, B, C, D, E, F, so F10, assume that F10 you have the total value equal to F10 into 20%. Okay, so
Yes, ma'am.
20% discount, then this is your taxable value. So 6% on this taxable value, it will be 1200. You'll try this. This is a simple one.
Yes, ma'am.
You can try.
Yes, ma'am.
Hmm? So you have to try like this. Then you have what? You can try with calendar, 1 month calendar. You have a calendar. You can try with the calendar assignment. Then you have see, I want this calendar to be done like this. August 2023. You have Sunday, Monday, Tuesday like this. You enter the days there. Wherever it is Sunday, make it as red. So try out in this way. You can, in your notebook, you have timetable. Try with that. Or question paper can be done in the Excel. Okay, you'll do it.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
These things we have to attach to the assignment and send, ma'am.
Yes, ma.
Okay,
There
ma'am.
are so many assignments. If you do it, you'll be knowing how to work on Excel.
Okay,
So
ma'am.
what are the features of Excel? You can store the database. Your data can be displayed in pictorial form by inserting chart. You can have validation to your database. Then you can work on different types of functions. Hmm? You have conditional formatting. It is applied for your values. Format as table for your database. So cell styles can be given for your cells. Hmm? Then you have trace precedent, trace dependence. You have sort, filter, advanced filter, remove duplicates. You have flash fill. You have consolidate. All these things can be done. Then you have page layout. You can set the margin, change the orientation, include header and footer. You can see the preview of your worksheet before taking printout. So you have what? Macros. Any repeated information you require that can be assigned in a macro. You can run it several times to get the same content. Any doubts? You have protect sheet, protect workbook, custom list, all these things what you will be working on. Those are your features. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so we'll stop the session today here. If you have any doubts, you can ask me. So next class will be on, sure, it will be on.
Yes, ma'am, there was a message sent in the group saying the next class will be on 4th.
Okay. Okay, then we'll join on 4th. 4th will be the last class, huh?
No idea about that, ma'am.
Okay, so let me check it out and I'll get back to you. But prior to that, I want all my assignments. You
Okay,
have
ma'am.
plenty of days now. Meantime, all the best for your exams. It's going on already?
No, ma'am,
No,
it will
ma'am.
be
It's
starting
starting
on
from
Monday.
Okay, so all the best for your exams. Do well,
Thank
Thank
you.
you, ma'am.
prepare.
Thank you, ma'am.
Welcome. Bye. Happy
Bye, ma'am.
Varmalakshmi.
Happy Varma Lakshmi, ma'am.
Happy Varmalakshmi to you too, ma'am.
Thank
Thank you,
you.
ma'am.
Wish you the same. Bye.
Thank you, ma'am.